Hey Scavs, Jonathan here at Night Knowledge. This video is going to review all available classes in the Forever Winter, so you can figure out what's special about them and which one you may be interested in playing. So there are technically going to be 6 classes that you can play, but right now you can't play the Gunhead over here. We'll start off with the Old Man. And the Old Man, as you can see here in the bottom left, he's a survivalist. He has skills focusing on medical skills and basic weapon usage. He has average health and speed, and he's initially trained on rifles, shotguns, heavy rifles, and pistols. The heavy rifles is something unique compared to the other basic classes. I guess you would say basic as in terms of Scav Girl and Shaman, which are non-weapon focused classes, whereas the Maskman and Bagman, which you'll see, are more weapon focused. So something you should take a look at is the skills, which also differentiates them. So let's look at the Old Man. We have here, I read out before, he has skills in medical expert, which will increase the amount he'll heal himself. And then he also has this one over here, equipment runner rig. And I believe there are only 2 characters that have these skills, the Old Man and the Scav Girl. And the equipment runner rigs you can get better frames, so maybe that means you can hold more, maybe something special about the rigs. I'm not too sure at this point in time. But as you can see here, he can probably specialize in rifles and the heavy rifles. So that is the Old Man, once again focusing on survival and basic weapon usage, as it says right here. Now you have the Scav Girl over here. She is about speed and covert ops. So she has skills focused on speed and small arms. She has a special ability to see loot icons on the HUD at 2 times the normal distance. And then she has faster movement and lower health. And she's initially trained on rifles, shotguns, pistols, and submachine guns. Let's look at her skills. Once again, talking about speed. So as you can see, she has the sprinting and enhanced rig skills. So once again, sprinting is something unique to her, and I believe one other class, and that will increase how fast they can sprint. But as you can see, it's only up to 10% faster. Hopefully in the future that might be a little bit higher, maybe 15%, maybe even 20%. I don't feel like a 10% at level 5 is that big, because at level 1 is only a 2% increase. Once again, she's a small arms expert, so we're talking about pistols and SMGs, which, as you can see, we're talking about increased in accuracy, not damage, but specifically accuracy for all of these skills. Once again, she has access to better rigs. It looks like a gun runner rig and equipment runner rigs. So that might be something special. Okay, so that's the Scav Girl. Once again, speed, small arms, and being able to see loot icons at 2 times the normal distance. Okay, so now we have the Maskman, which is more of a soldier, of the basic soldier type of class. It's Master of Arms, sacrifices nuance for weapon skills. The Maskman is the only class that can see the extraction location on the HUD at 2 times the normal distance. So, you know, it may not sound that great, but being able to see the extraction is important so that you can get out with your loot. Average health and speed, and initially trained on rifles, shotguns, pistols, and submachine guns. Now let's look at these Maskman skills, and as you can see here, he can specialize in rifles, or he can have training allowing him to train into heavy rifles, kind of like the Old Man, grenade launchers, or the light machine guns. So that the first point is training, and then the is up to level 4 for expert. Once again, increasing accuracy. Nothing increases damage for expert versions. Okay, so that's the Maskman. Once again, your basic soldier being able to see at the extraction point. Onto the Shaman. As you can see here, logistics master, a hybrid of speed, carrying capacity, and weapon skills. Just like the Scav Girl, the Shaman can see loot icons on the HUD at 2 times the normal distance, average health, and speed. And the Shaman has initially been trained on rifles, shotguns, pistols, and submachine guns, so basic weapons. Let's take a look at the character skills. The Shaman will be able to become proficient in SMGs and shotguns. And then just like the Scav Girl, the Shaman has the ability to sprint a little faster, but only up to level 4 at this time. So it'll be able to almost keep up to a max level Scav Girl, but the Scav Girl will always be a little bit faster, 2%, which may not be anything. And then the Shaman has this special skill called carrying capacity, which will allow him to increase the weight and volume of their rigs by 5, 10, 15, and 20%. So I think for many people, the Shaman is going to be a favorite for many players because it has a little bit of everything. It has a little bit of speed, a little bit of carrying capacity, and it has some weapon proficiency. Whereas the Scav Girl is more about the speed and small arms. Okay, and now the final class that we have available is the Bagman, Strength Training. Skills focus around carrying capacity and heavy weaponry. High health, so this is the one unique thing about the Bagman: high health, low speed. Initially trained on rifles, shotguns, light machine guns, heavy machine guns, and heavy rifles. So of all the classes, the Bagman is able to use the light machine guns and heavy machine guns right off the bat. Let's take a look at his skills. Just like the Shaman, he can carry more, and then he can train into the grenade launchers, and then he can become an expert into the light and the light machine gun and the heavy rifles. So let's just take a quick look at the Maskman. The Maskman can train into the light machine gun and become a light machine gun expert 4, but the Bagman will be able to be a little bit more accurate with the light machine gun than the Maskman. So that is the 5 classes that you can play initially in the Forever Winter. Once again, you got the Old Man. It's kind of like a survival build, possibly good for solo. You got the Scav Girl, which is more of a scout. You have the Maskman, which is your generic soldier. You have your Shaman, which is your jack of all trades but focusing on looting. And finally, the Bagman, your heavy weapons expert. So those are the 5 classes. Let me know what you think about the classes, which one you like and which one you'll probably try. Check out the rest of my channel for other videos on the Forever Winter, video games, board games, and other fun things. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.